Welcome to Linnaeus, a private estate set on the Australian coast just south of Byron Bay in the vibrant Northern Rivers region of New South Wales. Its subtropical location in the Mount Warning caldera provides the estate with a rich biodiversity of flora and fauna. This unique and precious position is the setting for a community where residents share a passion for nature, education and the arts.
We have an amazing environment here. We have 1.5 kilometres of magnificent beach. We're in a beautiful place. Well, the cornerstone of Linnaeus really is our educational program.
Music festivals, artist residencies, conferences for students on environmental issues and forums for artists have all been hosted at Linnaeus and supported by the fund. The Linnaeus Distinguished Speaker program has included presentations by environmentalists, economists, futurists, political scientists and architects.
Too many vested interests in this who have the wrong incentives.
The fund is actively engaged with land care, land for wildlife, dune regeneration and flora and fauna research. Working with local and national partners such as Northern Rivers Performing Arts, the splendid initiative at Splendour in the Grass, the Australian Chamber Orchestra and the Queensland Conservatorium of Music has been a key part of Linnaeus's engagement with the wider community. Environmental projects include a guide to the flora and fauna of the estate,
Linnaeus is in a really unique situation. It's between 2 land-based conservation areas and 1 marine-based conservation area, and it forms a connecting matrix that enables animals and plants to move around the landscape.
It's amazing how incredibly tough and tenacious this conifer is. If you've been around for 250 million years, I guess you've learned a thing or two about survival.
So this is the actual seed sitting on top of the fruit-like structure.
A walking trail has been developed to bring visitors close to the precious environmental attributes of Linnaeus.
I just hope that our work can help inspire people to conserve and restore this landscape.
Yeah, it's certainly an outstanding legacy for future generations.
We're considered a significant stakeholder now in land care in the state and probably in the country. And this can only improve as time goes on.
Linnaeus shares its unique environment as a learning resource. SAS, Students Using Sustainable Strategies, is an annual 2-day workshop allowing students from over 30 Northern Rivers high schools to experience sustainability and resource management firsthand.
It is truly a joint project in that Linnaeus, we provide the site and in-kind support and funding for it, but it's also supported by all the regional councils. Rouse Water are a big contributor, particularly in terms of workshops and expertise, and National Parks and Wildlife Service.
Here coming through, this is carbon emission growth, annual carbon emission growth globally.
American university students also come to Linnaeus to take part in week-long residential workshops as part of their environmental studies. Artists are regular visitors at Linnaeus. The Education Fund has initiated residencies and supported gallery exhibitions.
We weren't able to curate this show in such in-depth without Ricky being here in Australia. We were able to have Ricky undertake a residency at Linnaeus. That month that Ricky was here was the real time that we got to grow this project closer together.
At Linnaeus, you're isolated, that you're somehow a little closer to the elements. Also being within an Australian landscape that somehow has different vantage points where you can see the landscape.
Music is also embraced at Linnaeus, supported through performances and music education. Performances have included classical ensembles, vocalists, brass and jazz bands, and local folk musicians.
Join
The ACO Young Musicians Program is a regional music education program funded in part by Linnaeus.
We don't know how many great potential musicians there are in this country because so many of them just simply don't have access. How many great violists are there in Australia, potential violists?
When I saw these young musicians stride out across the stage with their bows in the air, I want that sort of excitement for our young people here in the Northern Rivers.
A residency at Linnaeus enabled renowned composer and sound artist Bill Duckworth and media artist Nora Farrell to complete their public opera I, Orpheus, which was performed at Brisbane's South Bank.
Lots of visuals, lots of musicians, lots of movement, lots of dancers.
Now, we're not telling the story in any kind of a literal way. What we are doing is to create memories and echoes of the story that will resonate with people with their own memories.
Linnaeus also supports emerging artists.
Splendid is an arts program that largely supports young and emerging artists to make large-scale works for festival audiences. We run out of Lismore Regional Art Gallery and Linnaeus is in the area, so it's been terrific to have them involved in the curatorium meetings, in the discussions that we've had of works and artists, and also to have evenings where we can invite the artists to come together and to get to know the area and get mentored by the board of directors at Linnaeus.
With the support of its residents, local community and partners, the Education Fund at Linnaeus will continue to embrace these and other initiatives. Through its unique 150-year trust, the goals of Linnaeus Estate and its Education Fund will remain the same for generations to come. Ensure the natural environment is preserved for all to enjoy. Continue to support educational programs on environmental sustainability, resource management and land care. And support thinkers, writers, artists and musicians by offering a unique and intimate setting to pursue their creativity.